This is the Coastal Bend's most comprehensive high school football show. Friday Night Fever, proudly brought to you by CCRV, keeping RVs affordable and fun.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Cavernous Field, our Friday Night Fever early edition, our game of the week, Ray versus Veterans Memorial. We're expecting a battle royale tonight. Two teams that are struggling with injuries right now, but that's part of the game, Paul Alexander, isn't it?
A lot of attrition, and as you said, both teams dealing with that issue, but they're both pretty deep.
Yes.
So we'll start it off with Veterans Memorial coach Cody Semper. And coach, your team, of course, coming off a bye week. You've had 2 weeks to prepare for this one. How difficult, if at all, was it to get your team back up after that loss to the Bluff?
Well, I think an inherent part of this game is learning how to deal with adversity. And we had a lot of adversity in that game, some of it bad luck, but much of it self-inflicted. So a big focus of the 2 weeks was learning how to handle those situations and making sure that our young men felt physically and mentally prepared in case we find ourselves in that situation again.
And in that game, your starting quarterback, Carter Centerfit, suffered an injury. Joseph Gonzalez came in and finished up, and it's kind of like Back to the Future because he's new, but not really.
Sure, the young man's played in a lot of football games for us at the quarterback position. This year made the transition to the defensive side where he was a starting defensive end for us, and that's where he spent the majority of the first part of the season. He's going to have to wear a lot of different hats for the betterment of our team, and he's a great team player, and he's going to be taking the snaps for us tonight.
All right, Coach Cody Semper, thank you, and best to your Eagles. And of course, you got the Ray Texans dealing with injuries as well?
Yeah, pretty much the same situation, except Coach Craig Charlton joining us now. Coach Joey Calero, your star running back, will not play tonight. He's out for a few weeks, but you also have a new quarterback tonight, too.
Yeah, Ryan Villion is going to be our quarterback tonight, and but I tell you what, we're ready to go. I mean, you know, losing Joey and stuff, I wish we'd have had those guys the whole game against Flower Bluff. We'd have made it a little bit closer than what it was. But I'll tell you what, our kids are playing 4 quarters every single game, and that's what I ask, and that's what all they do.
All right, and this is kind of a situation you had a year ago. You wanted to win out. Your back's against the wall, so it all starts tonight, doesn't it?
Well, this is a tough – I mean, when you play teams like Veterans Memorial, Flower Bluff, all right in the middle of your district, I mean, those are crucial games, and if you can pick one of those up, that helps the back end of your season. So it's really important to take one game at a time, and that's what we've done, and we've prepared the best we can this week, and we look to give a good run at it.
All right, thank you, Coach. All right, we're looking forward to, we talked about the fact that, yeah, we got some injuries, but watch this be like a 55-51 ball game, you know?
I hear a voice of dissent. I hear a voice of dissent over that.
Well, it's good for television ratings. Let's put it that way, okay? All right. Well, we're looking forward to this game, guys, and one of these guys will come back with the championship trophy, so we'll see how it goes. When we come back, we're going to check in live with Roland, who is in George West. That's a huge story up there because the Longhorns are undefeated at 4-0. More on that after this quick timeout. Well, I know Roland has a lot to talk about, so just tell Roland he's going to get about an extra 30 seconds tonight. So give him 2.5 minutes, and we'll go 30 seconds here. Okay.
And I said, yeah, I remember giving him the mic check, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3 4 5. Mic check, 1 2 3. Hello, hello, hello. Paulo, okay.
Welcome back to Cavernous Field, our game of the week, Ray versus Veterans Memorial. It's a battle of survival, and both teams will be playing their number 2 quarterbacks. How difficult is it for these two guys to be fully prepared tonight?
Well, it was very difficult for Joseph Gonzalez of Vets 2 weeks ago because he had to come into the game cold, and you could tell that he was a little rusty, but now he's had 2 weeks to prepare. He has previously been their starting quarterback. He ought to be fine. And Mr. Villalone, he's had a week to prepare. Don't get mistaken here that he's their backup quarterback.
Right.
We've seen him throw the ball. He has a beautiful throwing motion.
He certainly does. One of the big stories of high school football this year has been the George West Longhorns. They're 4-0 this year. They're hosting Aransas Pass tonight, and that's where we have Roland Rodriguez for our other big game tonight. Roland, how's it going there?
Thanks, Alan. Thanks, Paul. We have a good one here in the storytelling capital of Texas. 4-0 George West hosting 2-2 Aransas Pass. To my left, we have head coach from Aransas Pass, Mr. Ryan Knotsman. And to my right, we have head coach of George West, Mr. Brent Cornegie. We're going to start with the visiting coach, okay? Visiting team, all right, Coach? Hey, Coach, let's talk about your team. Let's talk about this district a little bit. You know, 16-3A, 8 teams involved. We know we cannot make a mistake.
That's correct. I mean, when UIL came out with realignment, I couldn't believe it was an 8-team football district. I didn't even think they could make those anymore. But you know, it's you got to get ready early in the season. You don't have 5-6 weeks to really work out the kinks. You got to be ready to go. And like you said, you can't slip up or it's going to hurt you in the final standings.
Yeah. What do you have to do to get your second district win against George West?
Well, I think main thing is just ball control. Just keep the ball. It's hard to score when you don't have the ball. So if we can keep it, we can keep them off the scoreboard, hopefully.
All right, Coach, really appreciate it and good luck. All right, Coach, Brent Cornegie, let's talk about George West. You guys are off to a 4-0 start, looking for your second straight district win. Are you surprised at a great start?
No, I mean, we've been here and these kids have been in the system for 4 years, so they have the mentality that we're going to win, and that's just our mentality. You know, our kids believe in what we do, and so they just go out and play every Friday like that.
Expectation is always high in George West, no exception tonight. Game plan, what do we have to do to beat a sneaky good Aransas Pass team?
Well, I think like Coach Nossman said, we've got to stop the run, obviously, and hopefully make them throw the football more than maybe they want to. You know, they've got a good offensive line, very well-coached football team, and so we've got to stop the run, we feel like.
All right, Coach, really appreciate it and good luck tonight. It's going to be a good one. We have 4-0, like I said, George West taking on 2-2 Aransas Pass. Both teams 1-0 in district play, but at the end of the day, someone has to win, and we know if you lose a game in this district, it's going to be tough. We'll have all your highlights tonight at 10 on the Fever, plus much, much more. Paulo.
All right, Roland. I know people are pumped for that one. Well,